I'll take one nip into town.
Good day.
Greetings.
Interesting. Yep. Man, that scepter really sold nicely. Just gonna go ahead and get rid of all of these. There we go. Man, I'm tripping with gold. Which is good, because I'm gonna need it when we get into Act 2. There's lots of new tiers of weapon to get. And armor. There we go. Anything interesting over here? A guide?
Let's deal, my friend.
No, of course not. As ever, guide, you leave a woman unsatisfied. Alright.
Good evening. May I remind you,
Anything else for us, Kane?
it is clear that
No, of course not. Alright. Now, I will open an emergency portal, because I know how these things go. Kill Andariel. Hello? I can grab that potion. Ow. I've got to stop scorching myself. Alright, is that this room cleared out? I think so. Spiny protuberances coming through the floor aside. Oh shit, here she comes. Back right at you. Switch to fire arrow. Take it. I think the easiest way I ever came up with for taking out Andariel was to have Path of Fire, or Firewalk, or whatever it's called.
Not enough mana.
Found Andariel, I can keep this going all day. Oh, I think I did it. Shit.
This maiden shall inflict no more anguish.
Nice pun. That loading's really anticlimactic, isn't it? The only thing I could think there was, oh crap, this guy's gonna kill me. Right. It's very nice of them to give me a town portal, but I'm not done here yet. Return to Wariv to take the caravan east, because fuck Wariv. We need to clear out this chamber of all sorts of fiendish and deadly monsters, while purging is not complete. I wonder how hard it is to remove all of these demonic bits and pieces. It's like, will they just sort of dissolve and disappear over time? Do you have to take a saw to it? Congratulations, Shaman. I think you lived until the very end. Alright, I'd call that a successful purge. Oh, and there's some barrel skeletons left. No? Okay. Well, if there's anything left, I'm sure the rogue sisters can take care of it. Because I am done.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
What if he's looking for himself, and he's there the whole time? Would that count?
It takes time to...
Andariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend.
Misjudged? You've been really friendly to us the whole time.
Andariel's death. When I was very young,
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to Lut Gholein.
I wonder how long that journey will take.
The caravan... I'll gladly...
Boring! How about you,
Good
kid?
evening.
Do you feel sad?
I'm gonna party like it's $9.99.
Hoo-hoo, $9.99? I'd buy that for
Wariv
$1.
was kind enough to let me travel with his caravan, but don't let him drag you into a search for a new eastern trade route.
How about you, Chelsea?
Good morning. You'll probably go east now. It was good to know you. I hope you'll come back if you ever need anything.
I shall. I absolutely shall.
Akara,
How about you, Akara? Any touchy-feely sentiment from you?
Finally, we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time, we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
Damn right they do.
Even though the corrupted ones were once of our order, you need not shy from slaying them, for they stand between you and Andariel. Perhaps when the Demon Queen is dead, our sisters will return to life, but more likely, they will be forever bound to their unholy pact.
Yeah, about that. I may have killed every last one of them. Okay, there's nothing left for us here. It is time for us to travel to Arabia.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp there last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Arabian nights like Arabian moons. Hello, Warif. Look at him. He's not wearing his blue stuff anymore.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
Yeah, because, you know, I've just finished there. I want to go back right now.
Caravans take people where they want to go, until they get there.
Another beautiful jewel of wisdom from Warif.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Lane, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain.
Ow.
I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
I'm sure they are.
Yes? Even though he was once a bandit, I permitted Elzix to take over the Desert Rain Inn. He has been quite civilized ever since.
Of course, he's settled down.
For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Gholein, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around.
Of course. Look around like a peasant. So we're here in Lut Gholein, the sandy city in the desert. So, you know, apparently everyone...
You may not pass.
Really?
You may not pass.
Can I come in?
You may not pass.
Why not?
You may not pass.
Oh, come
You
on.
may not pass.
Really?
You may not pass.
Alright. So if he knows about the whole Keeper of Baal binding thing, does that mean it's common knowledge to these people?
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me.
I'm sure they are.
What you need? Mashif is a wise captain, I think. Wise enough to know silver from tin and truth from dung, that's for sure.
That's usually a good trait in a captain. Let's see what he has. Not much of interest, but I can get rid of these. Very good. However, the key thing here is he's a gambler, so he has all sorts of interesting gambly items to pick from.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert.
No?
Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
But I'm sure you have things well in hand, my dear boy.
We do a good job in town, but beyond the city gates, you'll find all manner of demons.
Oh good. I'd be very disappointed if I came all this way and there were no demons for me to slay. Let's see if we can catch the Dark Wanderer. Yeah? Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? Loading CD. Thank you. No, there's no Dark Wanderer. What a pity. I can never quite remember what it is you actually have to do to get the Dark Wanderer to appear there. Whether you just have to run straight out the gate without talking to anyone or something.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy. My name is Drognin, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade.
Ah yes, the old...
Good day.
I know what you need. Take a look at my wares and buy your way to victory.
Not long ago, one of my Vigeri comrades, who I believed had died in Tristram, came to the city. He seemed quite insane, so I dismissed much of what he said. However, he was able to talk his way into Jaren's palace. No one has seen him since. I fear that fool may have found something in the palace that led to his doom.
That's not foreshadowing at all. Nothing much of interest here. Though I will go ahead and just get rid of these crappy potions. There we go, that'll do. Let's talk to Gagalash first.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times.
Sure you have.
Yeah, mischief's okay, I guess. But I'll be damned if I ever get on a ship. I don't even like to drink water.
I hate to break this to you, but most of your body's made out of... it's fine. Alright, Atma, let's get a quest.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
A monster lurking in the sewers? Human flesh? Is it a rat?
The creature makes its lair in the tunnels beneath the city. He butchered my husband and son. I simply cannot bear to talk about it.
Well, since this has been left up until someone like me came along, surely it can't be that much of an issue. There couldn't possibly be an army of undead underneath in the sewers.
Hey, don't touch my drink, or I'll bore a hole into your skull with my thumb.
Very insightful. I believe there's Mashif down here, who is a far more noble companion than Warrior ever was.
Greetings, Amazon. I haven't seen one of your kind in many years. It's good to know that warriors of your caliber are protecting this city. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency.
Because, you know, you might need a boat to get away.
There are 2 entrances to the sewers, I believe. One of them is right near here, down by the water beneath the docks. I can see it from my ship, and you can bet I keep an eye on it every night.
You can probably pay someone to do that for you, you know.
Grays seems to be a dependable fellow. I hope he can handle it if those things in the desert decide to attack this town.
It's like, how does anyone get anything done in this place until I come along? We're not going down there just yet. Thank you. Now to just grab some more dialogue.
Good day. I've heard tales of walking corpses out in the desert at night, though I've never actually seen one.
We just came from a place filled with walking corpses. I mean, seriously.
You may not pass.
I want to talk to Jaren. Hey, Jaren. 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 Jerk. Grabbing the dialogue.
Welcome to the Desert Ray. I hear that the creature kills his victims in order to hack off their limbs.
Nice.
I guess that makes me a less likely candidate, eh?
Why? Because you've got a... What is that? Missing foot, I guess? Or maybe you're missing some toes?
Yes, citizen. I've personally found some of that devil's victims washed up out of the sewer. Often they are missing limbs or a head, and their bodies have always been skinned.
Charming.
At first, the creature raided the town at night. That's how Atma lost her family. Now we've got him barricaded in the sewers. You're safe up here on the surface, but every now and again some fool wants to be a hero and heads down to the waste tunnels with a pig sticker.
Well, I don't think my bow and arrow counts as a pig sticker, so perhaps I'll have a better luck.
Farah and I have been talking about the creature recently. From my studies, I have deduced that it is Radamant the Fallen, an ancient Horadric mummy that has for some reason left his tomb to prey on mortals. I'm doing some more research now. If you check back later, I may have some more insight as to his nature.
Considering how short the Radamant quest is there actually more information to get from dialogue?
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
Hey, that's interesting. I don't remember asking.
Geglash is too confident in his abilities. A warrior's true strength is in his heart.
Listen to your heart.
I believe that the creature you refer to is one of the ancient Horadric mummies from the tombs that lie buried beneath the desert sands. It is unusual for one of his kind to be so far away from his resting place. I sense in this entity a restless and malevolent spirit.
So what, you're saying that Radamant isn't even in his own body? That's crazy. You're crazy. Full helm. Breastplate. Eich. Eich. No bigger belt though. Well, +2 light radius. I'll switch out the helmet for that. No bigger belt. Oh. Ha! Ha ha! I should have checked that first already, shouldn't I? Sigh. It's like I'm made of money. 7 to 13. Get ourselves a short battle bow. Fast attack. Fast attack. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Oh, they do have a bigger belt. Requires 45 strength. Well, I'll buy that and start working up toward that strength rating. Arrow-wise, touch on the low side. There we go. Make sure everything is fully repaired. That's the point. Boots, any better boots? No, boots seem to be exactly the same. But look, our helmet is a decent Spartan-y Greek type thing. Oh, that's right, I used up all the stuff, didn't I? Let's start trading out jewels. Man, this small stash is killing me. Alright, let's take a look-see. So we lose a little bit of top and low end. But a lot of what we're going to be fighting is resistant to fire, so I think that's going to be a good thing. I'll leave that there. We're not too far off being able to use it, thankfully.
Yes?
Yes!
Ilzix is quite a scoundrel, but I like him all the same.
Of course you do.
The Horadrim used to mummify their highest mages and infuse them with spells that would allow them to protect their tombs, even after death. I have no idea why one of them would be acting so malevolently. Perhaps Drognan or Farah would know more about this.
Some wise Horadrim scholar you are. Jeez.
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course.
Of course. Nothing in this world is free. That's a lot of potions and keys. How many keys do I have? 5. Do you have one? Do you have one key? One key. No, you don't. Well, screw you then. No mana potions either.
Drognan? Oh, he's a good friend of mine. I help him find exotic spell components in alchemical books from time to time. I think he used to be a sorcerer of great renown, but he doesn't like to talk about his past.
I bet he doesn't.
I hear that beast is after body parts. Does he eat them? Ooh, ghastly.
Ghastly. Alright, and with all of that huge amount of dialogue gathered, it is time for me to call an end to this set. We have ourselves a waypoint, so we can bop back and forward, and indeed, if we go back to Rogue Encampment, you'll see that if we talk to people...
Oh, hi there. It's good to see you again.
They're all happy to see us again, even though we've been gone for all of 10 minutes.
Good to see you again. Since the rogues have been moving back into their monastery, they haven't been buying anything from me.
They'll need some more candlesticks and what have you.
Welcome back, my friend. Remember, if you need to return to the west, I'd be glad to escort you with my caravan.
I've got a teleporter.
Greetings.
Of course, Deckard Cain doesn't care.
Hello again, Outlander. Word of your great exploits in the east has reached us, even here.
What exploits? I haven't done anything yet.
Welcome back, my friend. We're still clearing the monastery, but you're welcome to stay here as long as you need.
Clearing? I've already cleared it out. God damn you people. But, until next time, I'm Raven, and that's all from Diablo 2.